I mean, you just can't help it. Y'all ready for this? Whoa! Woo! Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm finally checking off things from my list of reviews that I need to do for you guys. So we are going to be starting probably a lot of nail polish reviews on this channel. So if you have been missing nail polish reviews lately on my channel, never you fear. I think I have like 6 coming out pretty soon. So let's just jump right in. The China Glaze Fall 2016 collection is the Grunge Collection. It is a 12 bottle set with a huge variety of formulas. Now I feel like I'm probably one of the last people to review this collection because I feel like everybody's already reviewed it by now, but I thought I'd throw in my 2 cents regarding this collection and my thoughts and my favorites and things like that. So we're gonna kind of blaze through this collection pretty quickly because I'm pretty sure you're all probably familiar with this collection by now and we really don't need to like dissect and delve deep into these polishes because they've been around for a while now. The first one that I have from the Grunge Collection is Teen Spirit. It's this beautiful deep purpley base with tons of like color shifting flaky glitters. So they shift from like this really deep, beautiful royal purple to a royal blue. Very, very, very fancy. This one is a 1-coater for me. I had no problems getting it opaque. It's definitely super, super dark, so you can't really go wrong with it. Definitely use a glossy top coat because it looks fantastic with a glossy top coat on it. And like I said, opaque in 1 coat. You really can't go wrong with it. It's gorgeous, it's beautiful, it's dark and vampy yet glittery and pretty. Love it, absolutely love it. This next polish that I have from the collection is Don't Mesh With Me, and this is definitely a glitter topper. It's in a clear base with tons of these kind of opalescent, shimmery glitters that are very, very finely milled. So you see flashes of gold, you see flashes of silver, there are some flashes of blue in there as well, and it is so pretty. It's kind of fun to experiment with this one, to wear it on a darker polish, to wear it on top of a lighter polish, and then maybe throw on a matte top coat too to just kind of see how it manipulates and kind of changes the shimmery and the properties of the glitter. It's really, really pretty. Kind of fun. Very, very interesting polish, but definitely fun to play with and mess around and try different techniques with. Interesting, fun time with this one. The next polish I have from the Grunge Collection is Blue Ya. Again, we have this really dark, glittery shimmer polish that is absolutely gorgeous. It looks a lot like Teen Spirit, but bluer. So we've got bigger pieces of iridescent glitter that shifts from blue to green, and we're in like a deep, dark blue base instead of purple. The formula on this one, just like Teen Spirit, is phenomenal. It is a 1-coater. Once again, I was able to be perfectly fine, content, perfectly happy with 1 coat with this polish, so really, really like this one a lot. Downside with this one is that it stained my nails tremendously. It stained them so bad. So double base coat with this one just to keep your fingernails from turning blue. This next one is Heroin Chic and it's beautiful. It is so pretty. I didn't think I was gonna like this one very much just because it's like a darker gray, like metallic, and I'm just like, not really feeling it, but it is so pretty. Kind of like a grayish kind of base. It's very smoky, it's very like sooty, and then it has like really finely milled glitters that shift from red to gold. So very pretty. I mean, it sounds like, I don't know, looks kind of nasty, but it's gorgeous. The first coat was really disappointing for me because I thought it was gonna be so gorgeous and like opaque and wonderful. Definitely sheer in 1 coat, but opaque in 2, which is not bad. But this nail polish came alive for me when I added a matte top coat to it. It's absolutely transcendent how the matte top coat changes this polish so incredibly much. It's so pretty. Really, really like this one. The next polish is a red from the Grunge Collection, and this is Y'all Ready For This, which I thought was hilarious because every time I hear that, I start singing the song in my head. You can't stop. This one was interesting. It's a deep like pepper red with, again, more of these like duochromy, shifty glitters that we've seen a lot in this collection so far. This red polish is very, very opaque. I think if you're more careful with application, you could get it opaque in 1 coat. I had to do 2 just to kind of even it out a little bit. I over manipulated faded it just an eensy bit, so I had to go back over it with a second coat. Once again though, this nail polish comes alive with a matte top coat. It normally dries to a glossy finish, but if you add a matte topper to it, it becomes like a completely different polish. It doesn't really change the color, but it just changes the like essence of it, and it makes it into like this velvety, matte, satiny beautifulness that is so gorgeous. And I didn't really have too many issues with staining on this one, although when I did remove it, it kind of bled all over my fingers, which I feel like that's just kind of something that happens with red polishes. When you take them off, they're just kind of, they're gonna go all over the place. So this one was a little bit messy for removal, but I didn't have any staining issues. But I also wore a base coat, so this next one, not a huge fan, but that's mainly just because it's a nude, and like we all know, I'm not a huge fan of nudes. This is called Dope Taupe, and it is a taupey kind of mauve color. It's pretty, but I just get bored with colors like this so incredibly fast. Now, unlike the rest of the polishes we've talked about so far, this is just a straight up cream polish, dries to a glossy finish. Formula on this one was fantastic. It was one coat, so long as you work like in thick coats. This was done in one, which I really, really appreciated. I just don't know how often I'm really gonna wear this because it's a neutral, and I don't play that game that often. This next one that I have is Purple Fiction, and it's so pretty. It is so pretty. The essence of it is very much like a grape slash eggplant purple, so we're dealing with a very, very deep, deep purple, and it's got like this shimmery quality to it that just makes it look like a marble. Got a little bit of a gold slash red kind of overtones in there, but then it's got like these really deep, dark purple undertones. It's just beautiful. It was done in one thick coat, but if you like to do thinner coats, you could easily get it opaque in two. And I feel like, once again, this polish truly comes alive with a matte topper. I mean, don't get me wrong, the original glossy finish that it dries to is very pretty, and it's very shiny, and like I said, it looks like a marble or a bowling ball. But if you add a matte topper to it, it becomes something else. It becomes something completely different, like velour, velvety, smooth, but smoky and kind of mysterious. I really, really love this polish, once again, with a matte topper. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Okay, this next one is probably another one of the polishes that I didn't like, that I liked the least from this collection. I don't want to say I hated it, but it's definitely like, next please. This one is called Pearl Jamming. I'm not a huge fan of pearlescent sheers, and that's exactly what this is. It's a very, very sheer polish, but it's got pearlescent features in it that kind of shift it from like a gold to a gray in there, and it's just not my cup of tea. Adding a matte topper to this though really, really makes it gorgeous. I'm probably not gonna reach for these very often simply because it's just not my favorite color choice. So this next one is probably another polish that I really wanted to love from this collection, but it just didn't work out, unfortunately. And this is Fresh Princess. I was immediately drawn to this polish because it's pink and I love pink. Like, I just can't get away from it, especially kind of this ballet slipper pink. Gorgeous. I really had high hopes for this one, but unfortunately, it is extremely sheer, very uneven, and even with like 2 coats, I still had bald patches, so it would probably even need 3 coats to get this opaque. So I was really, really hoping for this one to be like an awesome pink cream, but it's not. It actually let me down really hard, and I'm actually kind of sad about it. So yeah, maybe not so much the pink one, which is a shame because it's so cute. So this next polish is probably like the one that I like the most because of the name. It's just cute. This one's called Jagged Little Teal, which I just think is hilarious. Like, I think it's hilarious. And it's a beautiful teal cream polish. When you apply it, it looks like it's good in one coat as it's drying, but then once it's dried, you notice that there are a couple of bald patches. So I had really high hopes of getting this opaque in one, but I feel like as the years go on with this polish, it'll probably become a one coater. Either way though, regardless, the formula is still fantastic. It has a very smooth, like flawless application. Very, very easy to apply, not watery one bit. And the color is gorgeous. It's just a beautiful darkened teal, which I feel like is a great color for the fall, and it's just phenomenal. Love this polish a lot. The next one is actually the polish that I'm wearing on my hands right now. This is Combat Blutes. It's in a really dark, like royal blue base, but then there's some purple shimmers and blue shimmers in there that again just it's just gorgeous. It's so soft and velvety and wonderful. And you don't even have to worry about adding a matte topper to this one because it dries to a matte finish. Downside though is that it stains. I had issues with stainage on this one. I have to do 2 base coats for this to keep my nails not from going completely blue or purple, but I feel like it's worth it because the color is fantastic. A word of caution with this polish though is that it can be overworked. It dries ridiculously fast. So I would be very, very careful when applying this polish. Make sure to do like the 3-stroke system where you do like 1 stroke down the middle, 1 stroke down either side, and don't touch it. Don't touch it until it's dry, because the more you manipulate it, you get brush strokes, it gets lumpy, it gets uneven. Take your time with this polish and don't rush it. This last polish that I have from the Grunge Collection is Hollow at Ya Girl, and it's beautiful. It is a glitter topper. It's in a clear base and it's got so much glitter in here. We have iridescent glitters that shift from like a greenish, bluish purple color, and there is some finely milled blue metallic glitter too. So just like with the other glitter polish in this collection, this is definitely a topper. I don't foresee this one becoming opaque whatsoever just because the glitter is so finely milled and it's in a clear base. Like, it's just not gonna happen. At least it didn't happen for me. I'm sure if you had different glitter techniques perhaps it might work, but I tried sponging it. I tried using a sponge. I tried just using the regular bottle and it just never got opaque enough for me. So I like to think of this one as a topper. I really, really like this one a lot. It's so pretty and so much fun to wear on dark colors. That's the collection. All 12 bottles of the Grunge Collection, and I absolutely adored it. I had so much fun just kind of rolling around in the fall colors of China Glaze because it was fantastic. I loved how there were dark polishes, there were some lighter polishes, but more importantly, I loved the range in formulas. We had some solid creams, there were some really fun shimmers in there that would honestly become different polishes with the matte topper, and then we had some glitter toppers in there as well that just were fantastic. I have 3 must-haves from this collection. I feel like anybody would be so incredibly happy with these polishes in their collection. They are on the darker side, but I feel like they're like, you've got to go out and get these. They're amazing. The first 2 would be Blue Ya and Teen Spirit. The reason I put these 2 together is because they're essentially the same polish. They're just in different colors. Like, they're absolutely fantastic. They are so beautiful. They have such great like glitter and shimmer running through there, and they're dark but yet shiny and glitzy, and oh, I just love how dimensional these polishes are, and I feel like everyone would have a pleasant experience with these because they are a 1-coater and they just look so nice on the nails. The other polish that I feel like is a definite must-have is what I'm wearing on my hands right now, which is Combat Blutes. Again, even though the formula's a little bit finicky on this one and you have to be a little bit careful when using it, I feel like it's just such a beautiful blue. It is so intense and dark and saturated. Like, it's a must-have. It is an absolute must-have because not only does it look amazing as a matte, but you put on a glossy top coat and like once again it becomes a different polish and it looks amazing. It is so, so very pretty. So those are all the fall polishes. Now, which ones were your favorites? Which ones did you really like from this collection? I know this has been out for a long time, so I'm sure most of you already have some of these polishes from this collection. So let me know in the comment section, which one was your favorite? Did you have an all-time favorite from this collection? Did you have some that really didn't impress you that much? As usual, I am dying to know, so let me know in the comment section down below. But that is my video for today, you guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. Make sure and subscribe to my channel if you are new, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!